Welcome back to another episode of HearUsOut.
I'm your boy Jay Bizzle.
And this your boy Keith Jones. And we back with another interesting topic for y'all. And today's topic is men being vulnerable. Alright, so I feel like this is an interesting topic because men out here, we were always taught to, be a man.
Be a man. That's it. Nothing else. Just be a man. What that even mean?
Right? We ain't got time for this crying stuff. Get up. Get up.
Quit being an old sissy. Being a punk.
Right. You's a punk.
Alright. So let me ask you. Why is it hard for us men to be vulnerable?
One, we were always taught to, be tough. We fall down. We got to get right back up. That's life. I feel like within being tough, I feel like it's a life lesson in that you fall, you get right back up. Yeah. But I feel like as men, we were never taught how to express our feelings the right way.
Oh, never.
Yeah.
Cause I agree with that. Especially because being raised by older generation of men, they just always taught to you.
Yeah.
Just man up, or you gotta take charge, or just be stoic and be that not really intimidating figure, but also this is just you just gotta show that you ain't no punk.
Yeah. Or if you was raised by a woman, a single mother, she trying they say a woman can't teach a boy how to be a man, but she go try her best. Yeah. So she go treat you like a man.
She gonna raise that man to treat women how she should be treated.
Yeah, that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, fact. All right. When was the time you felt vulnerable as a man?
As a man.
Not a little boy, a man.
I would say during a time when I was depressed,
Yeah.
You feel real vulnerable. Sometimes you be needing a shoulder to cry on. But,
Oh, you can't be vulnerable with your partner?
It's alright.
It's alright, bro. Oh, we. But continue, my bad. You don't have to be petty.
But yeah, I feel like in those times where you are vulnerable, you be needing a shoulder to cry on, or just need somebody to talk to, because a conversation can go a long way when you in that mind state of being vulnerable or whatnot.
Yeah, because people don't understand depression is real, especially among men. But that's gonna be another topic for another day. But I do feel that especially in depression, but also in relationships, or just even around family and stuff like that. Sometimes you do have to let that guard down.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Sure.
But at the same time, you still just kind of weary and stuff like that. I ain't gonna give them too much, especially I know with me at funerals and stuff like that. That's the first time I ever saw my dad cry was at a funeral. I was just dang, I didn't even know you. I didn't even know you had
when you see a grown man cry, that's a different thing.
It is I ain't gonna say it's traumatizing, but it's just eye opening. Dang, they actually are human. Yeah. They do have emotions and stuff like that. Same with my granddad. I never he always just been a kind of strong type of man. And when his own dad died, again saw him crying and stuff, I was just dang, I ain't never seen But not saying they don't have emotion, but it's just that's how they're raised. You just gotta be firm and not let stuff get to you that.
Do you think a man should be vulnerable to his partner, say if he in a relationship or something?
Oh, definitely, because I don't feel the relationship can't get nowhere unless you are vulnerable. Because if your spouse or whoever is doing something to make you feel a way and you just internalizing them feelings, then it's it's gonna open up problems towards communication, because they gonna be trying to figure out what's wrong with you, and you gonna be nah, I ain't gonna tell them what's going on, because then they gonna either you gonna feel me personally, I don't feel nobody gonna take my feelings seriously, or I'm not gonna be heard, or I'm just gonna be looked at oh, you emotional, you sensitive, which is not the case. I know that showing emotion don't ever mean I'm a punk, but that's just how people portray it as. So in relationships, it kind of make it hard.
And then yet again, that can come from your childhood, from being taught to always be tough. Mm-hmm. And I feel a lot of dudes don't really show vulnerability in relationships, because some females in our generation, in today's society, don't really give a man like the space or the environment to be able to, be vulnerable.
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that.
So, like, some men, they don't want to go crying to their woman because some females, you may get called a itch or ussy. You may get called an itch or ussy. She gonna be she gonna be talking to her homegirls about you.
Why he was over here crying, girl?
Right.
Oh, he crying like a little punk, a little sissy.
Right.
But nah, it's like because I remember I was in a relationship like a few years ago. We ain't gonna say no names, but it was times where like I had a family member that was like sick and they were living with me, and like just seeing them like that was hard for me. And I got a call saying that they was in the hospital, pretty much on their deathbed, and I literally just broke down crying on the spot.
Yeah,
and they were just looking at me like, "Why are you crying?" Like, "Oh my God,
yeah,
man." I'm like, like you don't understand. There's a time where I feel like as a man, it should be okay to cry, but then when you hear stuff like that, it's just like you automatically just like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." Like. No, it should be like that. Men should be able to express their emotions too.
So let me ask you this: do you feel like a parent should, show their child how to like accept a man or female when they're in their lowest moment? Like, do you think a mama should show her daughter how to,
comfort them? Yeah. Honestly, yeah, because I feel like that as a man, knowing that it's already hard to show emotions, having a woman who's like, it's okay, like, and stuff like that. Yeah. Now, not saying that, because this is another thing too. There are some men out there who are overly emotional.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, for real, though.
That's what I mean. That's
overly emotional. But like, if you have a guy who just normally on a day to day and just know how to handle this stuff, like, not saying he don't go through stuff, but just like on a day to day basis, he has a level head, and every now and then you see him having those low moments. You should know how to like comfort him without making him feel insecure about having those emotions.
Yeah, like I feel like if you're a dude and you crying to your girl all the time or just crying in general, like she gonna be talking her shit. She gonna be talking big junk, like big junk about you.
It's gonna be times where like I have heard girls say like, I feel like I'm the man in a relationship just because I know how to control my emotions better than you do.
Yeah,
like,
you like, don't cry all the time.
Not all the time.
You can have your conversations. But don't be like crying all the time. Sometimes you can hold it in. Sometimes I'm not, telling nobody to hold like their emotions and their feelings in because that can sometimes cause stress or whatnot. But
I feel like you should be able to acknowledge your emotions and express them in a healthy way. Like, one thing I was thinking about that, like me and they pretty much just considering that they have to hold their emotions in, they have an outlet and they let them out in a negative way. Like, let's say they can start, like you can have those men that just start getting violent or something like that because they don't have no way to let those emotions out. So all they know is to be angry.
Yeah.
Or like vice versa, like someone who just like a robot.
Yeah.
Like you just like, even though it is bothering them on the inside, it's just like you would never know it just because like they've been trained to just like show no emotion, just be like straight face.
You know what? I feel like men should test the girl they like before you get in a relationship. Like maybe one day you need to go up to her and be like, "Oh my God, you know what happened to me?"
Oh wow, you dramatic.
You know what happened to me? It just be crying. Just be crying for real. To test them to see if they gonna be there to comfort you. Maybe you need to do that.
That girl will probably be there like
for real, maybe you need to do that. Like, maybe you need to do that, bro. Like, just start crying out the blue. You feel me?
Not out the blue. But no, I see what you're saying though. Just because, like, you should know, like, you should be able to see before the relationship goes further, like whether or not this lady can handle.
Cause I feel like if you my girl and I can't come to you, have a conversation of, if I need to cry, like, I feel like you should be there.
Like, honestly,
what's the point?
I would say, like, me and Caroline, we were friends before we started dating, right?
Yeah.
Like, one thing that I will say is, like, I mean, one day we were just sitting out in the car after work, and we were just having this super deep conversation. I was just telling her about, like, everything I've been through as far as, like, depression and stuff. Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, I started crying. And, like, I saw a few tears. I was like, nah, dang, she can't see me like this. And she just, like, looking at me like, keep going. Like, she felt good that I was able to like that she was able to see that side of me, and like I will say as a guy, I was like, okay,
yeah,
all right, well, let me get back to crying.
and for our female watchers, like, let us know, like, would you accept this man? Like, would you accept the man in like his lowest moment? Like, is it okay for a man to cry? Whatever he need to do, like talk if he need to. Let us know.
Yeah.
Let
us know, man. Like I said, like not overly emotional now. That's
that's a different thing.
But another thing too is how society make being a man, because like if you think about it, lately society has been praising toxic behavior coming from men.
Yeah, like, that's true.
It's supposed to be like, okay, it's that thing like, oh, be a man, or like even if you even show like an ounce of like some type of emotion, you sensitive and junk like that. But as soon as like guys are just like being a dog or out here treating people a different way or being heartless. Being heartless is a cool thing. Like why? Like, but it's just how society has become. It's just like you got to be selfish and just self-centered and just not care about nobody but yourself, and that's okay, which is not the truth.
Yeah, that's very true.
And I hate that.
Yeah. But I feel like men nowadays, like, we need to, you know, I guess be vulnerable just to test our females or whatever you need to do. Like,
not afraid to be vulnerable.
Yeah, don't be afraid to be vulnerable, because, you know, sometimes everybody needs somebody to talk to. And if you can't talk to your woman, if you can't talk to your girl, maybe go talk to a family member or something. I feel like sometimes it's probably best to talk to a, you know, close family member that you can trust. Yeah.
But you wanna know the crazy thing though? The only time you would ever catch a man being like legit vulnerable is like he with like his closest like guy friends.
Yeah.
Cause like it's been plenty of times where like me and my homeboys, we just have like a real deep conversation about life, bro. And like sometimes they don't get emotional, but like when it comes to women, you like guys would never want a woman to see that side of them at all.
That's true. But think about this, like if a man ever come to a woman like in that state of mind or just like that, you know it got to be like something serious or deep that's really hurting that man, because ain't no man finna go to his woman just crying or like whatever,
like oh my god, like this guy was yelling at work today.
Right. Like, ain't no dude finna go to his woman like that. Nah.
Just be like, nah, baby, like
you know it got to be something hurting that man for real. Yeah.
But also too, another, like I know I was making a point about society, but also society has made to the point where men are just strictly providers, nothing else. Yeah, this is it. Like really, it's just to the point. Like other than provide for your family, you can't do nothing else.
Like what you mean by that? Kind of elaborate.
Like okay, so women nowadays, like I ain't gonna say all women, but just like this new generation of women coming up, they just really expect their man to have all this type of money. Yeah, like have all these kids, raise the kids, go work, like feed her, take her shopping, doing all this, where he can't have no type of emotions. He can't really do nothing. Like,
so what you mean? Like it's like so much on men.
Like it's to the point where literally like we have to we gotta make sure she's feeling this way. We gotta make sure the kids doing this way. We gotta we have so much on the list that we have to check off to make our family happy. But then when it comes to us being happy, like. For instance, Father's Day just passed by. Yeah. Everybody knows it's like the least celebrated, like it's the least respected holiday.
For real.
Like dads get socks and maybe like you get a pair of socks and maybe a call from like people, but other than that, it's like
it's not
versus Mother's Day and stuff like that. It's not as big of a deal. But again, it's just like, oh, you're supposed to take care of us. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to make me feel special. Yeah. But I mean, yes, you are. But at the same time, I feel like. Guys should be made feel that way too.
Yeah, I feel like fathers matter too. Like you came from that man for real. you came from that man for real, dog. I don't care. You came from that man for real. Like
literally.
That's facts. That's facts. That was like, but yeah. You know that's facts, bro.
Yeah, my bad. No. Let me grow up. But like
but you literally
came from that
literally. Yeah,
but
they're real talk for y'all.
But also, I think that leads to this too. Like with men feeling like all they do is like work and go home and have to take care of everybody and not getting like the respect, the love they needed, it leads to like them going looking for that validation in other places. Like maybe they want to go cheat, or maybe they just start drinking, or maybe they just like some men probably take off. I know this like this conversation men don't want to. I mean, people don't want to hear, but like honestly, that kind of comes to that too, because everybody talking like, oh, like dads always lead, but like not saying that it's not. It can go both ways, but I'm saying like sometimes that's what it leads to. Like they feel like overwhelmed with all this stuff going on.
It'd be a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of pressure. Now some men are just out there being irresponsible and just don't want to take, responsibility for what they did. But there's other men out there who just genuinely feel like overwhelmed and not heard. And sometimes it's just like they don't know no other way other than just leave, or they might get depressed or just get angry and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. It's like they don't have no way to feel heard or loved or whatever. Yeah. And there's no healthy way to let it out.
Yeah, that's true. Because I feel like since you said that, like, it's a lot of pressure on men. Like, and sometimes, you don't have them, you don't have the spouse, the right person to go to. Like, she can probably be selfish or anything. Like, yeah, that's facts. That is definitely facts.
But now it was just crazy because like me and Caroline were literally having this conversation the other day, and like I mean I hate I said this, but I was like sometimes I just don't like going to people with stuff. Especially like even with her, and she was like, "Well, you should feel safe coming to me and stuff like that. I don't want you to feel like you can't ever come to me." It's just like even like saying stuff like that, it was just like, okay, like yeah, she right. I should be more vulnerable and just open to how I feel and stuff. But like again, being as a guy, you're not supposed to really let people know that this is all you got going on. You're just supposed to like chest out. Chin up.
And then like what if like a dude had like his female but she run her mouth too much, dog? Everybody gonna know your business, man.
That's another thing too. Like you can't trust everybody with like what you got going on.
Right. Everybody go, no, you been crying to your woman. Like, nah. Girl, Keisha, he been crying on me, bro. Like, nah, bro. Like,
Jay went back to therapy.
Right?
What's wrong with him? Like, no, they don't be telling everybody about this.
Running their mouth. Like, nah. Like, I feel like I got to really be comfortable with you to be telling you, like, what I got going on or how I feel. For real.
Cause, like, shoot, like, honestly, you was like that even when, like, with me and you met, you just look at me like, just kind of me looking like, nah, I don't know you, bro.
Yeah. Like, do you feel like it's best for a dude to be vulnerable with his girl or with his partners? Like,
there's certain things you have to go to your girl about. And there's certain things you got to go to your boys about. Because, like, not all, like, your woman's not going to understand every aspect of, like, what's going through your mind versus, like, how your boys, like, let's say my best friend Austin, he grew up with me, so he know how I think. He know how, like, what triggers me and stuff like that. So it's certain things that, like, he would know how to answer better versus, like, with my girl, she knows me in a more intimate way. She would know how to, like, comfort me in a way that like my boy can't, because I'll be doing it. I'm like, hey bro, I just need to cuddle, bro. Like, nah, you can't get that can't get that from your boy, bro. I just want to be I just want to be held, bro. I just want to be held,
like, bro. Nah, bro, go on, bro. But like, nah. But I feel like it's a lot of things you should go to your girl about. Like, if you trust her with the information. But I feel like you shouldn't be my girl if I can't trust you with what I'm finna say to you or whatever.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I said, like, earlier, like, the next girl I talk to, like, I'm a fake cry in front of her to see if she go comfort me or not.
Put this theory to the test, bro.
Real talk. Like,
bro, got emotions down to a science.
Real talk. Like, I'm going to see if she go comfort me, if she go talk shit about me or whatever. Like, I'm going to see.
Also, men, if you out there listening, do not be afraid to actually go to therapy. It's more, it's actually more helpful than y'all realize. Me personally, I admit I have been to therapy twice for two different reasons, but still though, like, I felt myself getting in a depressive state, and I just took it upon myself to go, and like it has helped me. So I mean, again, that's gonna be another topic for another day. But I just feel like as men, we should be more open to going to get help versus like trying to just carry the weight of the world on your own.
Yeah, I feel like therapy can be good because you talking to somebody that you don't know personally. Like, you basically talking to a stranger. I feel like that can be good because they ain't go sugarcoat things or,
And they
go get
from
you.
a medical standpoint, they gonna tell you what need to be done. Like, I know not everybody is for that, but I'm just saying, like, it is an option for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, man, don't be scared. For real.
Yeah.
Not too much though. Like, again, like I said, it's a healthy amount. Like, just don't go out there just like
crying. Yeah.
For real. Like, you just have to acknowledge that, hey, this is how I'm feeling, but don't
be crying all the time. Yeah. Don't nobody want to hear you crying all the time. Like, your mood could affect them, as well. Yeah, that's true. Like, if you crying all the time, you might affect the person you going to vent to. You could affect their mood.
Just look for healthy ways to manage it.
Yeah.
Emotions. That's all.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so we go come to an end.
We gonna wrap it up.
If you're a female, let us know. Like, if it's okay for your dude to come vent to you, or if you're a dude, like, let us. Well, of course, I feel like your female should be able to vent to you, but let us know. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share to your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your pet dog, your pet fish. Share to the ants.
Oh my
Straight
lord! This
up,
man
bro.
went to the ants, bro.
Share to everybody, bro.
Share to the roaches and the flies.
Yeah. We got a good podcast, bro. Let folks know, bro. Let folks know about it, bro.
Hey, man. But, hey, again, we thank y'all for taking the time out y'all day to listen to us.
Yeah.
And like we said, like, comment, share, subscribe. And we appreciate y'all.
Peace.